Alright, and I should be back now. Properly this time. For some reason, my entire browser basically crashed on me. And locked up, so I had to restart that in the meantime. And I needed to wait so I could turn back on the redeems, and I also quickly need to fix my tags. Browser's being so slow. Annoyingly, Streamlabs doesn't have 7TV built into the chat monitoring thing. So I have to make sure I don't forget it. I have a view open. PNG Tuber. VTuber. There we go. That should be set. Yeah, I am back now, properly. Everything should be good. Alright, I also wanted to quickly throw back on first playthrough. I'm finally gonna continue on my story quests, which I haven't done in quite a long time. Let's see if I even remember how to play the game properly. Because I haven't done any... Hey, welcome back, Matsuzu. Yeah, I haven't done any proper PvE content in like a week or two. But... I now have my Yeet Redeem and Bonk Redeem back on. I don't remember how long I had set for the cooldown, but they should be off now. I eventually need to figure out some more custom redeems for my model. Ideally, I might see if I can make a second version of this model with the... Wait, is my mouth moving properly? It looks like it is. Perfect. A second version of my model without glasses to go with the no glasses redeem. I think I'm good now. I haven't finished the 20 quests on this character. I barely remember what's going on. Actually, I don't remember what's going on, honestly. It has been quite a long time since I've actually done anything story-related. Shared the game and anime I was talking about on your Discord? Oh, cool. I'll check it out after stream. Probably have my flesh golem out. Item tab. Target. Tab target. Oh. Maybe it might be. I'm not for sure exactly is defined as quote-unquote tab targeting. Whoa! Actually, I need an audio cue for that. My delay is really big. Yeah, I want to fill around more with new redeems. Yeah. It actually works surprisingly well. Oh, okay, I do want to revive them. Oh, there's one specific person I have to revive.
How long was I out? I was triaging them when something hit me. Hard, come on. Stick with me while I see to the rest of our wounded. I don't fancy another concussion.
Once I get to the DLC part of this,
This one's already gone.
once I get through the character story, I think I might do the
There's a live one.
side stuff on my engineer.
All right, if you can stay conscious. On your feet,
Sure.
soldier.
Right, it's H, I think? Training. I need
Nothing I can
30
do
to
for
be
this
able to
one.
pick up,
Are there any pack troops left
Reaper.
alive?
at all. And I want to also get Reaper's Shroud at
Lucky to be
least.
alive. Come on, get up.
Otherwise, it'd just be a great sword for no real reason.
Poor kid, dead before she hit the ground.
And it goes into Living World, and I can do Heart of Thorns. Hey, welcome in, Drawn Me. How's it going? How's it been? It's been a while, eh? Yeah, how's it been since I last saw you?
Syrah, I'm here with bad news about Ton. I was with him on a demolition mission. Unfortunately, he did not survive.
Tan's gone? That can't be.
Oh,
You
right,
promised
the
me
guy
we'd
that
both
blew
live
up with a
through
ship.
this. What happened? Tell me how he died.
We rigged an Orion Bone ship to blow, but the explosives wouldn't go off. Ton went back to fix them. He died to save the mission.
Is that supposed to make me feel better? The war can go on without Tan, but I can't. How could you let this happen?
I didn't let it
You
happen.
murdered my husband. You and
He
your
gave me the
pack.
signal,
Get away from me!
I
Just
think.
Get away!
If I remember correctly.
Get away from me, you murderer! Tan, I'll find you. I swear it.
Except for trying to get my legendary amulet, was trying to do the hardest jumping puzzle in the game because it's required for it. That's an interesting step system for
Ah! No! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
2 hours of trying. I just paid 40 gold for carry. How does that work, actually? I have to go after this person. I need to get the hang of playing this again. Hopefully my cat isn't coming through on the mic. She doesn't like being locked up, but she has to be locked up right now because otherwise she will start knocking around stuff like my camera and microphone. Basically, you get 2 mesmers to portal you all the ways. They each pay 20G each for 10 minutes at a time. Oh, that's actually really neat. Kind of reminds... Hey, Ghost Whisper! Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, everyone! Right, I was gonna check out your stream and then I completely forgot. My memory is genuinely just horrible. I looked like 2 or 3 times, but just while you were online. I did check out a few of the VODs though, and you seem like a pretty cool dude. Or good at whatever you identify as. Or none of the above, or whatever. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Oh, we're gonna have to kill this thing. Yeah, right, dude? Okay. I just don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable by assuming. I want to get... I gotta roll through him. Yeah, how was your stream? How'd it go? Alright, I want to
Syrah,
give a
please.
shout out.
You were all he
Stream's
talked
going
about.
really good. I
You
went
and the
and
life
did a
he
bit
wanted
of
you
Final
both
Fantasy
to
14
have.
for the first half,
Life? What life?
and now I'm finally
What do
doing
you know about
more of
him
my
or
story
me?
quests.
Just leave me alone. Wait. What about his mother's locket? He wanted me to have
Good.
it. It was all she had when she died. And now it's
6
all I
steady
have
people
left to
until the
remember
end?
him. You saved my life. I thank you
Not
for
quite
that.
sure what that means.
But I will never, ever forgive you for taking Tan from me. Just leave. I'll find my own way back.
But, if the stream was good, then that's good. Discovered I make more or less 1,000 gold. I can make my first legendary weapon. Going for staff. Oh, nice. Oh, 6 people watching. Yeah, I don't even really pay attention to my view count or anything. I just kind of stream as a way to share what I like with people. I just mostly do it to chat with people, so. But still, thank you for the raid. I'll be sure to look after your viewers. Bags of loot. Ooh, what's that? Oh, that's a rag. That one... is that better than I had? No, it's not. It's garbage. These two can be salvaged. Oh, wait, I think someone mentioned it was better to salvage that in a different way. Like, open them and then salvage. Sell these off. A little bit of money. You have a good night. Must head to bed because work comes early. And you enjoy your rest. Thank you again. And yeah, I'll try to make it to a stream when I can. If I can actually make my memory work for me, right? I don't need the Cabalist. Don't need anything that's low level. This or this. Oh, next time you're on, I'll come in and stay full time with you. Well, thank you for that. I'll look forward to it. Yeah, like I said, I'll try to make it to the next one of your streams if I can. Alright, I need to break down Scepter. There we go. I got another hour. Let's see. Escort starting? What about? Oh, wow. Thank you for the Prime sub, Ghost Whisper. I don't really have that many emotes, but, enjoy the ones I do have. I will eventually look at trying to add some more to make it so that way people at least get something out of the sub. I have like 3 of them, and one of them is a default, so. And one of them is technically free because it's also on my Better Twitch TV. And the other one is also technically free because it's on 7TV. So, I think I have one emote, which is the default emote that comes with my channel. That you technically can get by subbing. Yeah, I will try and make it more worthwhile so that way you get something more out of it than just to support the channel. Yeah, thank you again for the Prime sub. Alright. Oh, I don't even have the trendy waypoint. Yeah, I've been meaning to play a lot more Guild Wars 2, but a lot of it is I just want to do it on stream specifically, so. Yep, have a good stream. Thank you. Yeah, I've been wanting to do some Guild Wars, but I've been wanting to do it on stream because I want to still share it with people. Did I get where are they? Right, I got a new master. Oh, I got. Was it the Fractal Attunement that I got? Or, oh no, wait, I don't think I fully unlocked. That was just telling me I got one. Watched the other night when you were in the FF raid, but I was lurking. Well, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Yeah, last time I was doing, Ultima Weapon, helping with a clear for 1, I think it was? Which, went surprisingly well. I think. Actually, I only half remember the stream. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be bringing back more Guild Wars again. It's not like I got burnt out on it or anything, it's just, I just want to do some 14 stuff more. Like, I've been burning to go back into Ultima Weapon whenever I can with my usual co-healer. I remember so much shiny AoEs. Oh yeah, it was hell to learn. But, you do get a really cool shiny weapon out of it. And the satisfaction of doing a fight that's...
For too long, Tyria has suffered. We gather now with newfound purpose.
really hard, because it is one of the 5 hardest fights in 14.
Time to bring the battle back to Or. This tide will wash over Arar and cleanse the dragon's corruption. Together, we will prevail. Let the ship sail. Let the troops march.
Agonizing loss your
and
partner.
Let us find victory.
A stirring speech, Traherne.
Absolutely. You've turned into a real war leader, Marshal.
Now if we can just keep the impetus you started, then we'll have a chance.
Thank you, friends. May fortune bless you.
Around Final Fantasy since it started as a turn-based game.
Let's get this briefing underway. I
I
wanted
know
to talk
it's
about
not that
Tom's
anymore.
widow,
Yeah,
Tyria.
now it's, or at least the current... For Final Fantasy 14 is a tab target one.
But this is war.
Actually, it has a really generous free trial if you end up wanting to try it. Which,
They chose a dangerous
well, basically any 14 player will tell you if you have any slight interest, they'll basically advertise it at you, but,
or me. But in time
did you know that the critically acclaimed MMO Final Fantasy 14 has a free trial including the entire base game and the award-winning expansion Heaven's Ward with up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime?
someone I'd like you to meet.
Which means basically you get the base game and first expansion for free that you can just play. You don't have like a time limit. You can do everything up to the end of that expansion, of the first expansion, without having to buy the game.
May cause alarm, so privacy is
The only things you can't do are use the market board,
Reveal yourself.
send tells, send friend requests, and make parties, but that's to combat bots.
Excellent.
See, yep, normally tab targets, and I don't get longs to like move while casting. Yeah, I think that would be a bit of a thing to get used to, because in 14, casters are very stationary somewhat. Like, Black Mage, you have to stay... you barely want to move. Summoner, which is the class that I usually play as DPS, has plenty of chances to move, so you can run around a lot. Red Mage is sort of in between, where every other cast is instant, and you can throw a lot of movement abilities. You even get a melee combo.
Remain strong.
The only thing that there's really an issue with, for me, in 14 is
Thank you
that
for your
it's a
patience,
pain to
Commander.
make
Allow me to
an account for the
introduce
trial.
revered Sire
Because for some reason they
Al-Rashid.
still do the
In the name of the
very
Concordat of the Tetios houses,
old,
I greet you, ally
weird
and
way of
ally.
connecting stuff. And
It's an honor, Sire. I've heard that your people don't meet with land
yeah, if you
dwellers.
do ever end up trying it, let me know and I can give you any tips or help you run content. And
Scouts
make
have discovered
parties
a
for you and
sixth
stuff.
temple in Ur, a lost shrine to
A
a
lot of
fallen
people
god
always love to
hidden
watch
underwater in
new
the Strait of
players in
Malediction.
14. Because we are basically
Abaddon,
emotional
the human god
vampires.
of
We
secrets,
absolutely love the
was
story,
cast
so we
out
want
of
to see
Ra
other
by the
people
other deities,
play the story.
and his
Hey,
name was
welcome in,
erased
Mezzy.
from history.
4319. How's it
Very
going?
little remains.
See, it's your first time here.
Zaitan craves something inside that
Do you
temple,
play Guild
so
Wars
we
too?
must get there first.
Look into it.
Sire
No, I'm
will
afraid on Saturday
accompany you as a
streams
guide.
is open games.
Tell me, Commander.
Yeah,
You'll
well,
fight. Is your oath made of steel?
so let me know if
You'll
you end
need
up
all
do
your
getting into
skills
it.
to tackle me.
Of course,
I
no
have yet to
pressure if
meet
it's not your kind of
anything I
game,
couldn't
then
overcome.
Intriguing.
no reason
I
to
look forward to
make
this,
yourself
Commander.
play something you don't
Until
enjoy.
then, may your steps be relentless.
But for me, personally, it's my favorite game of all time. I have like 5,000 hours in 14. Now, I do Guild Wars 2. Nice. What class do you play? Personally, I've been mostly playing Necro and not Machinist, Engineer. Specifically a Scrap Ranger. Ooh, that's a neat sword. Ooh, I like that. The rose sword. Or is that part of the sword, or is that a backpack thing? I think that's a backpack. Elementalist. Ooh, I've heard that Elementalist is interesting with the 4 different elements that you swap between during fights. How do you like Elementalist? It's one that I've kind of considered as one of my alts, but I'm not sure. My favorite class right now? Yeah, I originally picked Necromancer because it felt like it would be the easiest to get into, having been a summoner main, since it seemed like the one that made more sense as a pet class. Yeah, it's so fun to play. So how long have you been playing the game for? Personally, I'm still fairly new into this. Rose is a back item, yes, well, that would look really good as a sword hilt, I think. I love my Necro. There's something always about your first character you make that you kind of fall in love with. Which is why I really do like my Necro. But, gameplay-wise, I think I'm 51 days I've played Guild Wars 2. Like 51 days in game time, or 51 days since starting? Hero challenge. May as well get hero points. This is starting. Okay. And that's a victory. Let's see. What? How many years is 3,773 days? Also, welcome Enthusiast. How's it going? How's your day been? I should probably quickly... I can probably just throw that into Google. If my browser wants to cooperate properly. Huh, about 10.3 years. It looks like. 37 of...
Gotta get these supplies to the siege camp. We don't want the trebuchets to run out of ammunition.
That goes without saying. You're the one with the map. Let's get going.
Of course. Give me just a second to, there we go. Let's start right away.
He sounds like Mo from The Simpsons. That guy. Yeah, 10.5 years. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 has been going for a long time, hasn't it? Sometimes it's easy to forget just how old games really are. Like, 2013 still feels like 2 years ago or something. Okay, now I must really go before I get no sleep. Hope you enjoy your rest, Yeah, I'll, let you get your sleep and everything. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Guild Wars 2 is 11 years old. Oh. So that would have been, what, 2012? I think. next quest zone, which is basically just a straight shot this way. 14 is also old too, if you count Days Before Reborn. That too, like, I think Reborn launched in 2013, I want to say. And these last few years have really been its glory years, I think, with the big boom and interest in it. Very dark and grimy here. Honestly, I wish I tried 1.0. It seems like it would have been interesting. But I heard that 1.0 was an absolute mess even back then. Like, computers could barely run it because a barrel would have more polygons than a character, and yeah, it was just a complete mess. It would have probably sunk Square Enix if not for Yoshi P taking over and making it into the critically acclaimed one. It seems like somehow older games seem to be more interesting to me a lot of the time, because newer ones always feel built around trying to nickel and dime you nowadays. Like, that's what they're built as from the ground up, as long as it's a AAA one. The few exceptions are like Nintendo sometimes, and Dungeons were the same rooms, copy and paste, only different patterns. I've heard there's a good documentary on 1.0, but I just never end up watching it because I completely forgot about it.
My knowledge grows.
The newer game focuses at the wrong things. Yeah, that too. Like, they'll work too much on graphical polish over fun gameplay. Like, if I wanted to look at something that looks good with no gameplay, I would just watch a movie or a show. I wouldn't play a game. Can run newer games? Yeah, that's also an issue. It really tries to push for obsolescence of hardware, it seems. Like, now it's all about ray tracing and high resolution, million polygons, eats up half a terabyte for your one game sort of crap. Like, there's a reason Minecraft is still so popular.
I am here, Commander. Let us discuss the temple.
Like, it's just simple fun. That's why I like indie games a lot of the time over AAA. I'd much rather play a game that doesn't do, that isn't great, but had a lot of effort put into it over a game that has a big production to it. Like, I've been looking at a game called Pal World that's been kind of interesting. It's sort of like a weird Pokemon thing, but like a cross between Pokemon and Ark, where you can have your Pokemon basically, what was it? Basically, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's just really neat. Great at describing stuff. Oh wait, I put that on Control 1 now. It basically has a Pachirisu on your shoulder with a SMG and whatnot. Makes it kind of interesting. It's easier just to describe it by saying, just check out the trailer. It's not easy to describe to me. Yeah, for me, recently there's been a fan game for Hololive, a small indie game, but meets most AAA games during this year, at least my case. game devs kind of lost the idea of fun. Yeah, it's mostly about trying to appeal to everyone, which makes it not really appealing at all to a lot of people. Because it basically dilutes the game, I think, when they try to spread it out too thin to cater to everyone. Like, that's why Dark Souls is considered to be a really good game, because it knows what their audience wants, so they make what their audience wants. They don't casualize a hardcore game to try and bring in people who don't like the gameplay loop of the original game. Yeah, it seems like nowadays games are made by committee, not people who play games. Like, it's focus groups and shareholders who decide the way games go now, instead of people who enjoy making and playing games. That's why indie games do so well, because they're by people who play games for people who enjoy playing games. That's why 14 did so well, because Yoshi P was a fan of World of Warcraft, so he actually had experience with MMOs and what makes them good and what he enjoyed in MMOs. So that's what he brought into 14. He basically made a game he wants to play. I think that's a philosophy every game development should have. Make a game that you would play. Unless, of course, it's a genre you don't play, but then bring someone on who does play the genre that can tell you, hey, this is good for the game, this isn't. Alright, let's see.
There by the shrine. That might be it. You should test such a theory with that essence.
Ooh, what is this? Lightning Whip, Stack Shove, Assault Dash, Energy Surge, Energy Defense. I'm not gonna remember those as soon as I leave. Oh, I just place it. Glad I picked it up. I guess we head back out. Looks like, yeah. It's like cooking. You gotta taste the food you're cooking. Exactly. You gotta know that you're adding the sugar instead of the salt in the cookies. Still don't. I don't know half my abilities underwater. Cookies. Actually, I haven't had them in a long time. I think the last time I actually had cookies would have been when I made coffee biscuits from the 14 cookbook. Ooh, what's this? Water missile. Oh, I probably want to hit the mines with those. Don't I? Didn't even remind me of the time Gordon Ramsay tried to cook pad thai but got roasted by a local chef. Oh yeah, because I assume he hadn't had pad thai before. Just kind of... Ow. Was just going off the theory of it? guess there's also that whole thing of overcomplicating things. You know what's best in cooking, but if you don't know how to care the audience, you'll fumble. Exactly. Okay, yeah. Now I get it. Pick up this cudgel. Yeet. Yeah, that's... Yeah, game designers have to play the genre of games that they're making the game for. That's why platformers... Indie platformers tend to be a whole lot better than AAA platformers, though Nintendo does do well with it, I think, because they knew exactly what they were doing with platforming, because they were basically the cornerstone of how to make a good platformer. Elixir. 3 seconds of invulnerability. Oh, this is level 80 stuff, apparently. Is that everyone? I think it is. Back out. It didn't give me a cutscene. Yeah, I do go up, it looks like. Where do I? Where do I go? I thought I was going to the right place. Or do I actually have to leave the water? I don't even know if I can get out. Look like I can. So I guess I do go down somewhere. Not sure where. I thought I did the thing right. Do I have to interact with us somehow? Did I make a mistake? No, the thing's gone from here. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. I thought going along here was the right way. That looks like that would be where I go through, but that's not open. Like it's trying to tell me to go out. I can get out. How do I get out? It seems like that's what it wants me to do. Or am I just completely mistaken and I have to go all the way down here and through something? No, that's where I was. To begin with. Am I missing one? I need to open the doors. Got the first one. Was there a second one up here that I was just not seeing. Seems like that. Well, that was the shrine I originally opened, I think. Much space to... I maybe need to go through one of these? Oh. That was pretty well hidden. Okay. Now I think I'll be able to make my way through again. I don't have much I can think of to talk about right now. I went on my rant about gaming itself, but knock me off the platform. See, I believe it was 4 that transfers my conditions. There we go. Need this. At least I can actually use the orb for something now. And the orb doesn't really do much damage. I throw it on control 1 because the entire engineer set of abilities was basically the same as a hotbar up here. So I usually use control for that set of hotbars. I did find a little...
2 shrines. We must be close to the Altar of Secrets, the center of the temple.
What you find interesting about this game is that... weird about it was... oh, I guess I have to activate them both. That the story seems to take a while to... or not take a while. Is really quick, actually. I guess. I don't know why. But, I think I do remember the explosives guy, and it's like, looking at the mail, it's like, still agonizing over the loss of your partner. Like, I knew him for 10 minutes before he was killed off. The story is going so quick that when it kills off character, it didn't give you any time to actually get attached to them. You're just kind of told, oh, he was your friend. He's dead. You're sad. Where's the other orb? Oh, there it is. I'm hoping the expansions will slow down a bit on the story and make it more... Oh, the skull.
Something's
Spooky,
wrong.
scary,
It must be swift.
skeletons.
Intruders, you trespass on the dragon's lands. You deserve Zaitan.
No, slave creature. We serve our oaths, and those oaths demand your death.
So be it. To death and beyond.
Zaitan demands your death.
Spooky. Yeah, the fact that the story just goes so quick with everything. Like, I know it's a different design philosophy as the reason for it going so quick for story, but it really makes it hard to get invested in the characters that there are right now. Huh.
Here, these ancient foundations will not withstand the sun. Escape quickly before we are buried forever.
Super loot bag. Nice. Ow. I think I was supposed to land in the water, but...
Mine. All mine.
Ooh. I actually got a Heartlight Hammer. That actually looks really neat. Oh, that would be good if I could get a sword version for Hollowsmith on the Engineer.
Sweet, sweet loot.
So I may as well eat this. Oh, wait. I don't think I was supposed to go down in there. That might be a bit of an issue. Wait, no, I think I'm supposed to go down through here somewhere. For a minute, I thought I had to be in the upper area.
Well fought and well won. Most impressive, my ally.
It was victory, but we still lost the artifact.
True, but we've made a dragon no fear. That, Commander, is a victory to relish.
Maybe we can still salvage this. What do you know about that creature we faced?
I do not know for certain. What is certain is that you've just encountered two of Zaitan's most powerful servants, and that they escaped your grasp.
Not for long. I'm reporting to Traherne right away. We'll see if we can't organize a pursuit.
I will also carry this news when I return to be freed from my oath. May your steps be relentless, Hunter.
Ooh.
Be relentless, Commander. I shall carry word.
Yeah. I know this game isn't, like, quite as story-focused. But I do prefer prefer games to be, like, MMOs to have a lot more of a story focus, I think. It's like, I'm playing in this world, I want to know more about the world somewhat. Or at least have a proper adventure. Not just being... Just kind of rush through like a Disney ride. something to experience, I guess. I'd say.
Excuse me, friends, but I must speak with the commander. I shall send for the rest of you soon.
Something I think a lot of MMOs seem to lack. It's like I heard World of Warcraft has an interesting world, but you're just kind of there. You don't really have any impact in the story. You're just kind of sitting around while main characters do stuff whenever anything actually interesting happens. Otherwise, you're just their errand boy. And most of the character you have just comes from role-playing from person to person. You have about as much impact, like, proper impact on characters as random grunt number 75 in their army. Direct attack. Sounds like my character.
And that's that.
Ooh.
Just one more confirmation of how great I am.
Exit the instance. Alright, let's go over to this set of training. And so I guess these are the 80 quests, eh? And does the what's it called? Choices in this quest really have any impact on the expansion stories, or are they more or less the same for every character, regardless of choices made? Into the WoW story, I just created a character, did some. Let's get out of the starting area and just go try to get the highest level areas on foot. So kind of like exploring. There is merit to that sort of design. I know WoW was always a more go out and do stuff in the world sort of story instead of doing things for the world. I do like the idea of sort of making your name, where you don't start out as a big, important character, and it's more doing stuff in the world. Or invested in the world and the story. Yeah, there's... Alright, I should probably be mounted to... Oh, thinks I'm in a fight. Yeah, I can never get into WoW just because... I think I got like 10 levels in, and then, at that point, I kind of got bored of it, because it was just kind of going up to an NPC, them telling me, collect 10 of this drop from an enemy, or kill 20 of this enemy, and then come back over and over just to get levels. And there was nothing really more than that, because I wasn't really interested in the world at the time.
Commander. Our scouts put the Eye of Zhaitan just past this courtyard. I've arranged for some operatives to join the effort. Old friends of yours, I believe.
Hi! Hi! You saved us and showed us we had to join the fight against the dragons. Now we help you. Yes, 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 we'll help. You lead. Together we'll shut the big eye. Yes, then leave this stinky place fast. Fast.
We need to spread out and move quickly, but keep each other in sight. I don't want... Hang on. What is that Sylvari doing here?
You think you're ready to face the Eye? You have no idea. None! We're all doomed. All of us. Please. I've told you all I know. Now leave me
Warcrafting before, so that's why. Ah, so you're already invested in the world. I do like getting invested into a world as I learn about it, I think. I think for me, it mostly needs to be the right world, I think. Like, I need to become invested in the characters in the world before I become invested in the world itself. Risen chicken. Okay. I should probably have my minion out. Like, I want to know more about some interesting characters before I end up wanting to know about the world that they're in. The other thing is, I have a horrible attention span, so it takes a lot to actually get me invested in the story of games. Guild Wars isn't doing too bad on that front with my attention. Through here? Where do I go? Oh, this way. Hi there. How's it going?
The eye, it sees me. It sees into my mind, into my dream. There's no escape.
Be calm. We're here to help. We won't let the eye anywhere near you.
But the eye is everywhere. It goes where it will, when it will. It looks, Titan sees.
We can still save her. We can take her back to Fort Trinity as soon as our mission is complete. Hurry! Our allies are waiting.
You think you're ready to face the eye? You have no idea. We're all doomed. All of us.
Let's say something. The only thing I find interesting in worlds is when they're consistent, or at least give good explanations as to why things aren't as what they originally were said. Like I prefer if characters just don't have a complete understanding of the world rather than something like they just changed it. Like, it's better when they leave threads loose that can be tied to something else, rather than trying to bend things to fit the lore. Oh, you have to open it, I think.
Locked tight.
No.
We'll need a key. The risen seneschal of this town would have it. You have to retrieve the key before we can proceed.
Oh, now I have to fight these guys. Oh, that's just an arm. Come to give me a hand. Press these. Dude's just planting arms in the ground. The other thing I always found problematic, personally, in games is when they do, or in MMO specifically, is when they do the... Oh, but there's a secret mastermind behind this mastermind for however many expansions. I vaguely remember WoW and Warcraft, though I played them when I was like 6. There's a WoW a few years back, though, and still did the same thing. But yeah, yeah, when they do the always a bigger evil trope. Like, that's one thing I really respected 14 for doing with their story is just ending the arc and giving us a new one. There's no, you defeated this big bad, now there's an even bigger bad again at the end of this arc. It's just, you beat the big bad, now you go and there's gonna be a whole new arc for you to follow. Like, that's also an issue I had with Kingdom Hearts. They did that whole man behind the man thing with their story. I don't even know if I was going the right way. Kind of wandered off while I was talking. Yeah, looks like I completely passed where I was supposed to go. Hey, I saved some random people. Thing with WoW development is that they introduce a plot point and then just forget about it immediately or retcon it. Yeah, I heard about that. Like, specifically in one of the zones, there was a big, like, dragon tail thing that the devs were literally asked about, and they just said, I don't know. We don't remember what it was. Yeah, I'm already half Xehanort. Like, Kingdom Hearts became... Everyone is Xehanort. Everyone else is Sora. Guild Wars 2 does have those plot issues too, but because it's just not very easy to write a plot that doesn't have, here's the next big boss thingy. Yeah, there's just something to be said about actually just saying, we're done with this arc. And coming up with a new one. I mean, I can understand how it's difficult, because, like, at a point, you are basically a god in your own right. How are they going to make something to challenge you without making it the next big bad that's stronger than the last one you fought? There's like 3 or 4 different versions of Sora by the end. The dude is owed a ton of rent at this point, just by how many people who have been living in his heart, I think. What's this? Gravedigger, Soul Link, Rasmunder. Wait, gaining life force. Ooh, that's actually specifically suited to me. Grasping Darkness.
Of course, the gate is also sealed magically. This will take time. Protect me while I work.
Watch those tentacles up on the ridge. They're gonna slam us hard.
Yikes. I feel like I should probably get up to the ridge and knock those down. No, I think I'm not. I think I do have to knock them down. Hopefully. They only knocked one down. I guess it's good they knocked any down. Wait, I literally just can't break it down. Right, that's the ability I was thinking. Ancient shackles. This guy up. Yeah, this is taking a while. Looks like he's doing alright. Oh, looks like we are almost done the actual fight, finally. There we go. And time to poke the eyeball. It's always funny that the actual environment doesn't pause when you're in cutscene. Or like an instance, more specifically. So you're just kinda watching NPCs go from talking to you to being knocked out by a random enemy. Oh, that was not hard at all.
Well done, Commander. Now we have something for the researchers back at Fort Trinity to study. This Eye's corpse should tell us more about Zhaitan's servants and how he communicates with them.
Then the risk was worth the reward. If we learn how Zhaitan controls his minions, we can disrupt that control to our advantage.
Let's take it back to Fort Trinity. And that poor woman, too. She needs all the help we can provide.
I don't think any of these are going to be... Oh no, that is a bit better than the Rampager's axe. Oh yeah. Of course, it's level 63. The axe I have. Kingdom Hearts story is such a mess, though. It's a shame, because it was really not that bad when it started. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Tamagotchi was canon somehow.
Defend the land. As long as we hold this
Do you have anything I can buy? Ooh, that's actually kind of a neat mask. Eh, maybe not.
Well, we got a whole army ready.
Eh. Lone Helm, kinda not great. Oh. Kinda... I should have picked up some of these, I think. Oh, should I buy 2 of them? What's this? I don't know if it's a good gamble, but, Gamba! Oh. It really was just a gamble. Here, I can get rid of this lodestone. Alright, I can also sell off all my junk now. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was like a helmet or something for a moment. Let's open up the unidentified. Yeah, it's the die I already have. Wait, I can use that for something. Ooh. And a bunch of neat crafting supplies.
Goodbye.
Alright. Where's my next story quest? Trinity Airship Docks. Am I just missing it? It should be... I don't remember where Fort Trinity is. I don't see the marker. Am I just missing it? That was... Okay. There it is. It was on the far corner of the mini-map, so it was just barely cut off. Hard to see. I thought it was a vantage point. Let's see what this is. I do like the background artwork on this game, though.
A moment, please, Commander. I'd like to speak with you. Remain strong.
Experiment about ready. Let's go in.
These airships are the Pact's crowning achievement. A combination of Asura, Char, and human technology. The Pact developed these airships so that we might fight Zhaitan from every possible angle. Land, sea, and now air.
I'm just gonna be talked at. I'm gonna... Pretzels.
Commander, may I present Professor Gore, who pioneered the theory of elder dragons consuming... Scholar Vivian, a top expert on the Risen. We're going to send a small etheric charge through the eye of Zhaitan's corpse to try and project what it's seen. The goal is to witness what it saw right before we killed it. And since Orion magic is so unpredictable, you're here to keep things under control.
Ah, but unpredictability yields unexpected results. That's not always a bad thing. In fact, that's how most new discoveries are made.
True, but most new discoveries don't bring the wrath of Zhaitan down on their discoverers. Manipulating the Dead Eye may do precisely that.
We don't know what manipulating the Dead Eye will do. That's why we're not in Fort
poke
Trinity.
the eye,
and why
see what
the Commander's
happens.
with us. Let's
Worst
begin.
case, you get the Eye of Helios.
The subject is nearly ready to receive the etheric infusion, Marshal. Etheric readings normal. Ready to begin testing.
Excellent.
Actually, that seems like that's what'll happen. With the weird lens here. What, do I just... Can I give its nerve endings a slap, or...?
Subject is stable. It's working.
Confirmed. The projector beam is now ready for firing. Commander, if you'll do the honors.
Remember, kids, look straight into lasers. Disclaimer, do not actually do that. That is a joke.
The apparatus is functioning. How will we know when we have usable results?
I thought it was going to be a laser beam going right into the eye from this thing.
Look. There. There's our result.
There's the result.
working. We're seeing the last sights the eye saw before it died.
Where? Oh, there.
Soldiers. Where are they marching to, and why?
Oh, that's kind of neat, actually. Nothing like playing with the souls of the dead.
Is that some kind of undead servant? What's it carrying? Looks like a scout of some kind. Filthy looking creature.
Wait. Interesting. Let me open it. I want it. It's loot now.
Zaitan's agent just consumed a powerful magical artifact.
I saw it, Professor. Your theory is now a confirmed fact. But what was that creature?
Let's finish testing before we interpret our results.
Marshal Traherne! Look there, another eye. What does it mean?
I'm not sure.
It means the dragon has depth perception. I'm pretty sure most things besides Cyclops do have two eyes.
By all six gods, what was that?
That roar,
Usually.
that other eye, it looked at us, through us. And Zaitan must see what it sees.
We're not done yet, nor are we out of danger. Commander, to me. Remain strong.
Thank you for telling me to remain strong. That's why you want me to join you?
What's on your mind? Now to strip away the veil that hides Zaitan's minions. Stand ready. There's no way to know how many we'll face, but we cannot risk taking any along with
I'm
us.
for a pest mitigation. There's an interesting game demo that I might end up trying for a stream at some point. Called Demonology. It's a Phasmo-like game, I guess is the best way to describe it. Except instead of just figuring out the ghosts, you have to exorcise them as well. It seems to more or less play in a similar style to Phasmo, but it looks like it'd be unique enough to make for a good horror night. Because I do like horror games. It's just that most of the time it's just jump scares, which really doesn't feel like horror to me. I like when horror is suspense, I guess. Like something jumping out at you, that's not horror, that's just surprise. Like, a cat could jump scare me if I'm not paying enough attention and accidentally step on them. You played through the new Resident Evil 4, it's pretty sick. I actually haven't played through any Resident Evil games, I don't think. I think the most I've done is played through a little bit of... what would it have been? I have to double check my Steam library, but... double check that when I'm done this fight. If we've gotten all of them. Actually, there's really not much fighting, so...
Risen. I think we're clear. Our findings deserve serious scrutiny, but I'd like to hear your initial reactions.
I think we now have conclusive proof that the dragon sees through these eyes. The readings, the ebb and flow of magical energy, it all fits.
If these eyes are how Zaitan sees, maybe that all-mouth creature is how Zaitan eats.
I concur. Zaitan's agents serve as extensions of its body, acting on its will. The eyes survey, the mouth consumes.
That answers many questions raised by my theory, actually. Now we know how the dragon hunts and eats. That's progress.
We can't let up. If killing the eye partially blinded Zhaitan, then killing the mouth should deprive it of sustenance. Pack scouts have traced one of the mouths to its lair. I want you to head out there and ensure that Zhaitan starts going hungry.
Steam. There it is. You played through the new Resident Evil 4. It's pretty sick. Answer that. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any messages. Then we're talking about games like Minecraft 4. It made me re-download the game right now. Nice. Vanilla or modded? Personally, I don't think I've played vanilla Minecraft since like beta 1.6 or so. I would recommend Resident Evil 2. Actually kind of scary, the remake. That's the one with all the mouse memes, isn't it? Actually, most of Resident Evil, I just kind of think of the weird stuff like boulder punching and whatnot. And the horrible voice acting. Vanilla, comfy, nice. Yeah, I basically don't know vanilla at this point. I can't play without my machines and magic. Maybe I should do Minecraft as a stream one day. Let's see. I played 2 hours of Resident Evil 5, 6 minutes of Resident Evil 1, 7 hours of Resident Evil 6, and none of Resident Evil 0. Mouse Memes are 4 remake. Okay. I don't know what Resident Evil 2 remake is then. Maybe I'll throw on a list of things to play as well. There we go. I've heard at least Resident Evil 7 is really good for horror. Which is one I've been kind of interested in, but I just never ended up picking up. I'm the right basis. Let's just fight the mouth. Huh. Sim brought back the franchise to its roots as a survival horror. Yeah, I've seen some of it. I think I've seen a playthrough of it, like, back when it came out, but I basically don't remember anything about it. Because it's been so long. Coming from 6, which was an action movie zombie game. Yeah, I remember stuff like it got really weird. Wait, was Resident Evil 2 the one with the big trench coat zombie? I remember seeing some edits of it and mods. Yeah, it's my usual wrapping up point right about now. So I will start my plugging. First off, my Discord, where you guys can chat with me. I'll give any updates. Still not great at chatting with people, so I'm not usually one to initiate conversations, but I do try to chat there when I can, or give any little thoughts and stuff, or plans and so on. Stream announcements, all that. Secondly, my YouTube, where you can find all of my VODs. from my initial debut as a proper streamer. As always, I will split any half and half streams into separate VODs, so the Final Fantasy XIV portion of the stream will be one VOD, and this Guild Wars 2 portion will be a second VOD. So you guys can find what you're looking for without having to scrub through like half a stream. Because I know when I'm looking for one specific game in a stream of multiple games, it's always a pain. Finally, my Twitter, which I barely use, but I actually made a tweet for once yesterday, I think. Or was it today? I don't remember. I barely use it. And, I should find someone to raid. See if there's anyone that I haven't raided in a while. Maybe someone. I haven't raided Plague Pals in quite a while. I think I'll send you all off to them. Let me double check what they're playing. Monster Hunter World again. Alright, and, I do have a raid command if you guys want to use it. Or a raid message. And, yeah, as always, my stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 till 10 PST. And, hope to see you guys on my next stream. I will probably go back and keep doing Guild Wars 2. But there is a possibility I'll end up really just wanting to do something in 14 and end up doing that instead. But, yeah, I will hopefully see you guys next time.